Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my channel, Learn Math with Syed Ali. Today our topic is learn how to reflect the points and their coordinates. Then we will identify the change in the coordinate after reflection. Change in the coordinate after reflection. So, to understand reflection, we will do two things: reflection in x-axis and reflection in y-axis. So let's suppose this is my coordinate system, which is like x-axis, x negative, y-axis, that is y negative. We know 4 coordinates, right? So now, if I have certain coordinate, let's say -4 and 4. -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. -4 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my point A. And the coordinates are -4 and 4. Now I want to reflect in x-axis. Reflection of this point will be certainly in this coordinate, right? That will be third quadrant. And third quadrant is both negative. So that means reflection will be -4 and -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my reflection of this point. I will say A dash, and my coordinates become -4, -4, right? So this is, I reflect A to A dash in x-axis, across x-axis. If my coordinate, for example, is in the in the third quadrant, let's say -2 and -3. -2 and -3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, this is my point, right? And I need a reflection. So this reflection will be somewhere here in the second quadrant, which is -2 and +3. So -2 is here, +3 is 1, 2, 3. So this is my reflection, B dash. So this is my B, this is my B dash. So I will write down these here so that is not too many over there, make the congestion. So A is -4, 4, and I wrote A dash, that is reflection, which was -4 and -4. And then I write B, and B was -2 and -3, and its reflection was -2 and 3 across x-axis. So first 3 points are reflection in x-axis. So third point is maybe 3 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is my 3 and 3. So the reflection will be 3 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. This will be the reflection. So this is C and this is C dash. So my C was 3 and 3. And my C dash was 3 and -3, right? This is all reflection in x-axis. Now we will see how to reflect in y-axis, right? So let's see, we have a point P, which is 6 and -2, and I need P dash in y-axis, right? Now these 3 will be, this is reflection in x-axis, and I am doing now 3 more example to reflect in y-axis. So 6 minus 2. Let me change that marker so that you can distinguish between the two. So my 6 minus 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 6, and -2 is 1, 2. This is my P, 6 minus 2, right? And what will be the reflection? Reflection will be certainly here, right? So across y-axis, not x-axis, sorry. So this is my y-axis, so its reflection should be here somewhere, right? So its reflection will be -6, and -2. So I have to go -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and -2. 1, 2. So this is my reflection of this point, P dash. And I will write the coordinate here. So my P dash is -6 and -2. This is reflection in y-axis, right? This is reflection in y-axis. So I will write this one also in green so that you know this is reflection in y-axis. So my coordinate was 6 and minus 2. So you can take any example, but we will learn that what is the rule to reflect a point in coordinate system across x-axis or across y-axis. This is what ultimate goal is, that you should know that what does reflection means and how we can find out the reflected point in the coordinate system, right? So let's see another point, Q, that is minus 3 and 1, and Q dash will be, so now we will see here, or I can write first here, 3 and 1 will be the reflection. So 3 and 1, right? So minus 3, 1. Where is minus 3, 1? 1, 2, 3, minus 3 and 1. So point is here, right? This is my Q, right? And reflection will be across y-axis. So this should be in the first quadrant, and the first quadrant means 3 and 1. So 3 and 1, this is its reflection. So this is my Q dash. So this is my Q, this is my Q dash. You can see the reflection. Reflection means if I fold this grid line on y-axis, Q and Q dash coincides each other exactly on the same plane and point, right? So if I fold it, Q is a reflection of Q dash. It coincides on that point if I fold it across y-axis. If I fold it across x-axis, then it is reflection on the x-axis, right? As we see in the mirror, right? We see our reflection in the mirror, right? So if we stand like 1 meter away, my image is also 1 meter away. If you move back, your image will also move back, right? So it is a reflection in the mirror. So this is reflection across x-axis, reflection across y-axis. Let me take another point, maybe 0, minus 5, and my R dash will be, the reflection will be 0 and minus 5. 0 and minus 5. So where it could be 0 and minus 5. 0 is here, minus 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is my point R, where, so now I have to take the reflection in y-axis. So there is no reflection because this point is on the y-axis, so it cannot reflect. So it cannot reflect. If the point is on the x-axis, it cannot reflect. If the point is on the y-axis, it cannot reflect, right? Or it's the same point, you can say, right? Across y-axis, it cannot reflect. So this is reflection in x-axis, this one all in x-axis, and this one in y-axis. So I will put here y-axis so that you can understand. So these are reflection in y-axis. So after seeing this many examples, we can set our rule, right? I can develop my rule, and you guys have to memorize that rule, right? Because you now understand that how reflection is working. So when the point is reflected in x-axis, I will write the rule, right? Rule. So what is rule? When point is reflected in x-axis, right? In x-axis, x coordinate stays the same. You can see here, x coordinate stays the same. So in coordinate system, x coordinate stays the same. X coordinate stays the same, whereas y coordinate changes its sign. Whereas y coordinate changes its sign. Right? So this is the rule which we derive from that above example, that when point is reflected in x-axis, its x coordinate stays the same, but its y coordinates change the sign. You can see here, its y coordinate, only y coordinate changes sign, right? So we are good with the definition. So now the rule number 2, right? When point is reflected in y-axis. So we will put in green so that you can distinguish. This is y-axis. When a point is reflected in y-axis, its x coordinate changes its sign. Its x coordinate changes its sign, right? Whereas y coordinate stays the same. So you can see here y coordinate stays the same. Y coordinate stays the same. So in this way, in this lecture, we learned that we can reflect a point in x-axis or across x-axis, or we can reflect a point across y-axis. So we have to learn this, that when point is reflected in x-axis, x coordinate stays the same, whereas y coordinate changes its value, and we have seen here, right? So we have a rule now. So we can tell the reflections like immediately with the help of this rule. When a point is reflected in y-axis, you can see here in y-axis, x coordinate changes its sign. X coordinate changes its sign, right? You can see here the x coordinate is changing its sign this time. Y coordinate stays the same. Y coordinate stays the same. So we learned this rule. We have to keep it in our mind for a longer time, because there will be another connected video to this where we will learn more things, how to reflect the images or figures which are complicated, and then we see how we can use these rules, right? So hope you understand the video. If you like it, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon button to receive another video. Thank you for watching.